us feedback on some of the things we've been talking about today. I hope you've been enjoying our show. But before we do that, I have in the studio here with me Dr. Emmanuel Anyasi. Most of you know him as our regular guest. Emmanuel Anyasi, welcome back to SaharaTV.
Yeah, Rudolph, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, so most people who were agitating for change were in Nigeria for the inauguration of the president. Why are you in New York with us?
That's an interesting question. Actually, you have to, as we are all Nigerians, no matter where we are, and the important thing is your spirit. And even some people may be in Nigeria and they're trying to cause disruption. So there are some people who are far and wide doing their job, doing their daily contribution. The important thing is our best wishes to the country, and we hope that things will improve. We're able to come out of seemingly a difficult situation, and then we're happy that everything went out smoothly. That's the most important thing.
Now, the events of yesterday, you were able to watch it. What is your impression? What is the takeaway? How do you feel about what happened yesterday?
The first thing, like I said, is that it was a peaceful transition, and the weather was good to us. And then we successfully have a successful handover, and the world now respects Nigeria, that we are able to go through these things without problem, because people were expecting the heaven to fall. And then I think we now command the respect of the international community, and then that also goes to both the ex-president and the incoming government, and also everything to Nigerians too for being orderly. And then we also thank our international friends who also help to make this thing actualize it. We are very grateful, and we know that Nigeria will not disappoint.
Now, you said something that reminded me of what Buhari himself said during his inaugural address. He said that together we cooperated to surprise the world that had come to expect only the worst from Nigeria. Do you think the worst is over for Nigeria?
One can never say in the lifetime of every nation that the worst is over. We expect some ups and downs in the life of a nation. But the thing is that how we are able to come together to overcome this difficult situation. I think that's more important than if we come together. Yes, we can overcome any obstacle that Nigeria has come this far. We've been able to overcome a civil war. We've been able to overcome some other difficulties. And then, but that also sends a very strong message to Boko Haram that Nigerians are united, because people, I think they took us for granted that the country was divided. And but now they're going to send a strong message that Nigeria stands as one, that we do tongues and tribes may differ according to the item or something, but we are still one, and if we work together, we surely can overcome any obstacle, no matter the economic or any other social problem. I think we can come together and defeat it.
For our viewers, I want to remind you that if you want to join us, go to Skype, SaharaTV Skype, and you can join this conversation. Before we talk to our Skype callers, I wanted to ask, did you have the chance to read the inaugural address or to watch the president speaking?
Yeah, I read it, and there was a particular line that struck me. That was the line about he belongs to everybody and belongs to nobody, which is very incisive, because what happened in Nigeria is that Nigeria has been held hostage by some invested interest. And then these vested interests think that Nigeria belongs to them. Sometimes they call themselves stakeholders, as if every other person is just a participant. So it is very important that they send a strong message to this minute group, that even though they are welcome to the present economic government, but they cannot take control like they've done in the past. So we hope that if the president Buhari will keep to his word. I know it's going to be a difficult thing, but like Tony Blair said that the first thing you have to do is to, within your 100 days, with all your goodwill, you should be able to crack the vested interest. Remember that Sanusi spoke about vested interest. These vested interests are ubiquitous. They are over the place. And remember that the best way to crack this vested interest is to go after their wealth, their ill-gotten wealth. If you can't go after their wealth, that's why Buhari's second mission was that he's going to fight corruption. Remember that this little clique, they hold the country to ransom. And the only way to get them is to go after their ill-gotten wealth. And Buhari himself cannot do it as a person, because people say, how far can he go? But what he has to do is to make sure that he set up structures. He set up structures. He has enabling laws. One of the problems I found in Nigeria is that we have what we call international intellectual failures. People who are very intellectual, they come to Nigeria, they do well outside, but when they come to Nigeria, they fail. Why? Because we lack common sense and we have a problem with greed. And again, our laws are very weak. One of the problems is that if we have enabling law that will be stringent and deterrent, like if you steal 25 billion naira in Nigeria, you have to pay 3 million naira. That's a joke. That is not deterrent. But if we have an enabling law that says that if you steal money and we go to 25 years imprisonment if you are prosecuted, and the people who collaborate us, they also go for 20 to 15 years. Then those who are not, who cooperate, maybe they go for 5 years. Then, again, because of this deterrent law, I read something from you, and then from Okonkwo and Ben Bruce. They said, oh, we just grant them amnesty. Like if we grant them amnesty, these people will bring some percentage of their money. But again, that's not going to work, because you have a weak law that if I steal $25 billion naira, and you tell me to pay 3, and Okonkwo and yourself, you are suggesting that the people should bring 30% of their stolen wealth.
No, I didn't say how much they should bring, but I said that there should be an amount that is significant that they should bring. Yeah. But let me say this: I don't think it's even the laws, because in Delta State, your state, there was a kid that stole 2 phones and got life in prison. Oh no, he was actually sentenced to death. Yeah. So if a judge could find a statute in the book that should give someone that stole 2 phones to death, but someone that stole 26 billion will only pay a fine, I think it's something to do with the discretion of the judges. No,
not the discretion of the judges. Even here in the United States, it depends on your defense attorney. This people can afford the best attorneys, the Zuckerman, the other big son, they can afford it. And these people, they know the loopholes in the law. And EFCC itself will come with a very weak accusation, allegation, and come to the court. The judge had nothing. The judge had no option but to stick within the law. But if they, like here in the United States, what happens is that if somebody steals, even they will start discussing on TV that this guy is going to go between 25 and everybody knows the law. So if we have an enabling law that says that if you do these things, this is what you're going to go in, the judge cannot deviate from the law. But when we have weak laws, that is why if they say Buhari is going to fight corruption, how is he going to fight it? He must send the first bill to the National Assembly, ensuring that terrorism, fraud, money laundering laws, that if you do these things, this is what is going to happen. And I feel now that he has the goodwill, and let's see if the National Assembly will not pass that law. Like they were able to do what we call the anti-gay law, 14 to 10 years. I'm sure that if we can do this, we have the boldness. We can do it, and it will carry. It will carry.
This is what he said about the judiciary during the speech. The judiciary system needs reform to cleanse itself from its immediate past. Can the judiciary, on their own, can they clean it themselves?
The judiciary itself, you see, what has happened is that we had military regime, and over the military, over time we have tribunals and all that. So that weakened the judiciary itself. But what we can do with corruption and terrorism for speedy trial, because he spoke about the expeditious trial. because any justice delayed is justice denied, that what he can do is to set up special court. Fadiri Waziri, former EFCC chairman, even mentioned it. She pushed for special court. That if we have special court with jurisdictional powers, that these special courts have jurisdictional powers, and they also have special court of appeals, that if these special court of appeals have jurisdictional power, they can do a lot. You can deliver judgment within a space of time. That is what we need to do. And again, the other thing we can do is the EFCC. The EFCC today is a puppet. It has always been a fraud. That what we can do is that instead of the present EFCC, what we can do is to merge EFCC, ICPC, and the SSS together and form something like the FBI. The FBI in the United States, they can go to close cases, like murder cases, delegate and other things. We can also go to past leaders and also investigate them. They have investigative power. They have national intelligence power. They have they can do sting operation, and they can also protect the whistleblowers. These are the things we need. If we don't have these structures, the whole thing will be a joke.
All right, let's pause, okay? Well, let's talk to our Skype callers, and then we will come back with our discussion. And I want to just welcome Hansen in Canada. Hansen, welcome back to Sahara TV. Hansen, can you hear me? All right, from Canada we have Kolijo. Kolijo, welcome to Sahara TV. All right, I don't think I can get our Skype callers, the connections. All right, Hansen, can you hear me? Hansen, welcome to Sahara TV. Kolijo in Canada. Kolijo, welcome to Sahara TV.
It's my pleasure, Rudolph. Thank you.
Good. Jimmy in Abeokuta. Jimmy, welcome to Sahara TV.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome back. And from Makurdi, Benue State, here Joseph, welcome to Sahara TV.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, and then Hansen, are you there in Geneva? Hansen, welcome to Sahara TV.
Yes,
all right. So we're going to do something a little different. We have.
I'm online. I've not been welcome.
Okay, welcome. Who? Oh, I don't have your name here. Who is this?
Braithwaite.
Oh, Braithwaite. Okay, hi. Welcome back to Sahara TV.
It's a pleasure.
All right. We don't have a lot of time today, and we have I have in the studio here Dr. Emmanuel Anyasi with me. But I will want us to start the conversation. I know we want to talk about the inauguration of Buhari, but I want us to start the conversation with Joseph, who is the correspondent for the Daily Trust in Nasarawa State. Joseph, tell us what happened to you. Was it yesterday? Joseph?
Yes, it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
At the inauguration of the
governor of Nasarawa State.
Of the governor of Nasarawa State. Yes.
Okay, tell us what happened to you, please.
Yes, at about 11:30, while the governor was taking oath of office before the chief judge of the state, I stood with a notebook in my hand and a camera on the other, waiting for when he would be done with the oath taking, and now we'll begin taking notes. I was targeting a particular photo to take while he was climbing down from the podium where he was taking the oath. And two hasty young men came up to me, approached me, and asked me, they ordered that I should follow them. I politely asked, hope there's no problem. And they didn't answer, rather they were looking mean. A third one approached. A third one came up and ordered them to bundle me up and take me up from there. Now I was standing just between the podium where the governor was taking oath of office and the VIP section where there were diplomats, former past governors of the state, two of them who were in attendance, and past deputy governors, past and present senators, past and present House of Representatives members, and past and present local legislators and other prominent figures in the state. And just a few meters away from where I was standing was the governor taking out of office. And these young men approached me, bundled me up, and dragged me. I was shouting, yelling for help. The governor's security aides were there. The Chief Justice of the state was there. The governor was there. Nobody could come to my help. A few of my colleagues tried to freely force me from their grip. But these boys, their number kept increasing. They came, all of them in white shirts, with bold inscription, Ta'ar. Ta'ar means Tanko Al-Makura. That's a short for Tanko Al-Makura, the governor. And these are boys I know in government house. These are boys I know are very close to the governor. One of them is the governor's relative. He's called Sopoto.
Now, Joseph, what about the security officers, police and the military people? Did they come to your help, or were they not there?
Here we are. There was even a parade formation by the police and other security agencies, other paramilitary organizations. There was a parade. It was half of the venue called Lafia Square was security men in uniform. And this happened before then. This also happened before armed security guards of the governor.
Now news reports...
The police and secret service.
Yeah. Now, you said that that the chief press secretary took your camera and was deleting pictures. Who is that chief press secretary? What's his name?
The chief press secretary's name is Yakubu Lamai.
Okay.
Yes. Why the thugs were dragging me away, he was busy going around stopping my colleagues from helping me out, freeing me from the grip of these thugs. And at the point I could hear them yelling at some of them. The boys moved just few meters away, just like 10 meters away from where they picked me. They were overwhelmed by some police personnel who were there to provide general security, not police personnel attached to the governor. The police personnel were able to free me from their grip, but no arrest was made. At that time, they landed me hard on the concrete floor. And while they were dragging me, one of them was choking me. His hands, two of his hands tight on my throat, and I was choked. And with the tear gas the police used there to disperse them, and I was lying flat there on the ground. I was choked further. That was the only experience I had. The next experience was to find myself on the hospital bed. I made inquiries. My colleagues who were there with me told me I was rushed into the hospital by a team of personnel from the Red Cross Society.
Yeah, okay.
The doctor was there on ground to attend to me. An X-ray was done. They reported to me there was a shift on my waist. I was having pains all over the body, bruises on my arms. And as I'm still speaking to you, I'm still here to recover from the trauma, immense trauma. Body pains here and there.
Are you at home now? Or are you still in the hospital?
I had to run and leave the hospital. While I was there at the hospital, I had colleagues coming in to tell me that their lives are under threat for attempting to take photos. And that if this could happen to me before the governor, just 3 meters away from where the governor was taken out of office, before the Chief Justice of the state, before the police commissioner, before past and present legislators, it means I wasn't safe in the hospital where I was lying. So I picked my shirt, wore it on, and I ran from the hospital. They told me, run for your dear life. One came and said, are you a fool that you be lying here? So I left.
Okay, Joseph, we are not the only reporter that covered that event. Why you? What was the reason? Yes,
I had every cause to believe my attack was state-sponsored. The reason is I've had calls from people very close to the governor who are telling me that the governor was not comfortable with the governor has not been comfortable with the reports, my report. Like, he doesn't find my style of reporting funny at all. They particularly mentioned one of my last articles, which was the weekend before this one, on a Saturday, titled Nasarawa Questions About Buhari's Political Laboratory. They say the governor feels that the write-up was sponsored, that his political opponents sponsored me to do this write-up to expose him, to make him look like he is this selfish political leader who doesn't want the growth of his, he doesn't want the growth of the membership of APC, that is All Progressive Congress, the party that was inaugurated in office yesterday. The reason being that I pointed out facts concerning the position Nasarawa State, which is the only CPC. CPC stands for Congress of Progressive Change. That is the party Buhari founded back in 2009 when he was running for the 2011 election. Buhari didn't win the election on the platform of that party, but Al-Makura, Governor Umaru Tanko Al-Makura, won the election on the platform of that party and was the only CPC governor. And then later, in 2013, Buhari sat on a major table with other political parties that formed what we have today as APC. Now, the only platform he took, the only platform upon which he sat for the major talk was CPC. Because CPC and Nasarawa happened to be the only state that produced a CPC governor.
All right.
Now, I try to x-ray how Nasarawa stands in the APC arrangement at the national level. A transition committee formed by the APC to usher in the new government. That's not a single Nasarawa man there on that committee. The inauguration committee formed by the APC to work towards the inauguration of the APC presidential, General Buhari. That's not a single National man. The National Working Committee.
And you were suggesting
the highest decision-making body of the party.
Yeah, Joseph.
That is not a single National man there.
Joseph, and you were suggesting that the governor was responsible for that, was it?
I didn't suggest the governor was responsible for that. Stakeholders I spoke to say they are afraid they may not get any good deal with the APC arrangement because this year nobody is speaking for them.
Okay, I got it. Okay, Joseph.
I spoke with top party officials.
Yeah, Joseph, hold
they
on.
Told me nothing is happening for Nasarawa.
Okay, Joseph.
APC.
Joseph, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking time, even though you are in pain, to talk to us. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we talk more about the inauguration. Joseph, stand by, so we want to hear your views too. Okay, we'll take a break,
Thank you very much.
and then we will come back.
Thank you.